on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Now at the top of the key. Free throw line, little floater up, little floater in. Alabama up 73-72.
Crimson Tide women's basketball is on the air.
Here come the Crimson Tide, driving, left side layup up, rattles home. Driving, left side shot up and in, counted, she's fouled.
Crimson Tide women's basketball is brought to you by Golden Flake, the official potato chip of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Cook's Pest Control and Centricon, the unbeatable combination for termite protection. Chick-fil-A. Download the Chick-fil-A app and place your order now at an Alabama Chick-fil-A location. And by Alabama One Credit Union, a proud supporter of Crimson Tide women's athletics. Now let's go courtside.
Good evening and welcome to Coleman Coliseum on the campus of the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. Along with Ted Krause back in the studio, I'm Gray Robertson in for Roger Hoover, and you're listening to Alabama women's basketball on the Crimson Tide Sports Network, where we're just minutes away from tipping off the 2022-23 campaign with the Alabama Crimson Tide facing the Alabama A&M Bulldogs. Today's matchup between the Tide and the Bulldogs is presented by Golden Flake, the official potato chip of the Crimson Tide. There is a real sense of excitement surrounding Christy Curry's team coming into this year. After a great run in the WNIT to the quarterfinals last season, this team returns all 5 starters and brings in a hefty amount of transfer talent. The experience is through the roof with all but one player on the roster listed as an upperclassman. If the pieces come together, the Tide could be in for a very special season that begins tonight against an Alabama A&M squad from the SWAC with only 2 returners. It all starts with Brittany Davis, back again for her graduate year, second team All-SEC last season, and picked preseason All-SEC, first team by the coaches coming into this year. She'll lead the way with Megan Abrams, who's back after a phenomenal season in 21-22, defensive menace Jemiah Mingo-Young, and sharpshooter Hannah Barber, plus a host of transfers that I'm sure we will introduce you to as the night goes on. Tonight is the first chance for this group to showcase what they can do this year. That's your look at tonight's matchup, presented by Golden Flake, the official potato chip of the Crimson Tide. When we come back, we'll tell you the starting 5 for both Alabama and Alabama A&M, and then start the action from here in Tuscaloosa. You're listening to Alabama women's basketball on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Clear.
Honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be shared with friends or family. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad. Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you. Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Meet Ed, movie buff, animal lover, safe driver.
5 years of driving an ambulance teaches you a thing or two. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. When I see a car trying to rush past a turning bus, I get concerned. You see, when big vehicles turn right, trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait.
It's our roads. It's our safety.
Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
I've been driving trucks for a long time. Safety is my number
30 seconds.
priority. I know that my truck has huge blind spots. That's why I remember to check my mirrors often for smaller vehicles. Everyone can help keep our roads safe. Next time you're behind the wheel, try to avoid lingering in those blind spots. It can be dangerous. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Learn how at
10 seconds.
www.roadsafely.gov.
5. You're back.
The lights are down, the energy is up. It's almost time to start the season. Alabama women's basketball taking on Alabama A&M here in Tuscaloosa at Coleman Coliseum. And before we bring you the starting lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. The starting lineups are brought to you by your local Alabama Chick-fil-A restaurant. The Chick-fil-A app is here to help you savor every second of the game. With the app, you can score points towards rewards with each purchase. Just order ahead and score before the game even starts. Roll Tide with Chick-fil-A. We will start with the visitors. Alabama A&M last year 15-14 on the season. Starting at forward, the graduate Amani Free wearing number 3, Quinnipiac transfer. Also starting sophomore Amaya Simmons, number 11, the guard, who transferred from Biola University. Ikea Elam, the junior forward, will start. She wears number 12. She's another transfer from Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Imagine McCallop, the freshman guard, standing at 5'6", wearing number 24. She will start for the Bulldogs. And rounding out the starting 5, Jayla Cody, the center, standing at 6'1". She's a junior wearing number 34, a transfer from Central Arkansas. And for the Alabama Crimson Tide, it's the same pretty much as last year. All 5 starters from the 2021-22 campaign are back, and that's your starting lineup for head coach Christine Curry. It starts with Megan Abrams, the guard, the graduate from Lafayette, Louisiana. Last year had a career season, averaging just over 15 points per game. She wears number 1. Jemiah Mingo-Young wearing number 4 this year, the guard, out of Bogalusa, Louisiana, the transfer from Mississippi State. She is a senior. Another graduate, Hannah Barber, wearing number 5, the guard from Homewood, Alabama, scored right at 8 points a game last season. Brittany Davis, number 23, the preseason first team All-SEC selection, was second team last year. 17.7 points per game for Brittany Davis a season ago from Manchester, Georgia, the graduate, back at Alabama for one more go-around. And rounding out the starting 5, it's Jada Rice, the NC State transfer, another graduate wearing number 31, standing at 6'4", out of Sewanee, Georgia. At shoot-around earlier today, you could tell how excited these coaches, this team, was for this season. Picked 4th in the SEC preseason coaches poll. There are expectations this year of something special, and this is a team that I think can accomplish that if they can come together. Jayla Cody versus Jada Rice for the tip-off to start the season. And here we go. The tip won by Alabama. Hannah Barber's got it, moving right to left on your radio dial, and she hands off immediately to Jemiah Mingo-Young. Crosses the top of the arc. Gives it to Abrams, who drives. Abrams has an alley, puts up a shot. She's fouled, and she makes it. And already some electricity from Megan Abrams, the graduate who shot from the free throw line very well last year, right at 77.6% on the season. Alabama's got their first points this year, 2-0, looking for a third. Free throw up and good, and this 3-zip Crimson Tide. 9:48 to go here in the first quarter of game number 1 this season. Tide showing some pressure as Alabama A&M brings it up. Cross-court pass to Simmons on the left side. Her 3 is short. Rebound Rice for Alabama. She gives it to Barber, and here comes the Tide. Barber up the right side, handoff to Brittany Davis. Davis gets a screen from Rice. She'll drive. She'll go all the way. No whistle, and a charge is called. The whistle did come, but it was late, and possession goes to the Bulldogs. So the first foul on Brittany Davis, which if you're Alabama A&M, you would like to see Davis in foul trouble. And now the officials are talking about it. Long discussion here by the officials, and now they're moving towards the scorer's table. We are 32 seconds into the season, and we already have our first lengthy pause. And now we're going to look at something, and I'm not quite sure what that would be. The officials are looking at the video monitor. Christy Curry getting an explanation. I am not sure what could need to be looked at from that play. Looks like they're checking to see if they need to confirm the foul or not. And we'll let you know what happens when we come back. Timeout here in Tuscaloosa. Rip-roaring start to the season. 9:28 to go here in the first quarter. Alabama leads Alabama A&M 3-0 here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. A special thank you to Alabama One Credit Union, a proud supporter of Crimson Tide Women's Athletics. We went to break with a review, and now both teams are breaking the huddle. Alabama leads Alabama A&M 3-0, 32 seconds into the season. I believe the call was changed because Alabama A&M is getting into position as if the Crimson Tide will be shooting free throws. And I believe that is the case. Always fun to find out as the game is going on. Brittany Davis will step to the line, so clearly it was reversed from a charge to a blocking call. Foul goes against Amani Free, and Brittany Davis steps to the line. First free throw up and short. Davis last year just under 75% from the charity stripe. Alabama very good from the free throw line last year in the SEC, fourth in the conference, and the second free throw is up and perfect. 4-0 Alabama, 9:27 to go here in the first quarter. Tide showing press. Simmons has it right in front of me. She throws it cross court to McCallop. Imagine McCallop gives it off to Elam. Elam in the paint, turnaround, no good. Backside rebound, Mingo Young. Here comes Alabama, up ahead to Barber. Barber crosses, right side, this is Abrams. Right corner, Davis, three up. No, just off the iron. Rebound is tipped and taken by Mingo Young, and now a jump ball is called. Possession arrow favoring Alabama A&M. 9:05 to go here in the first quarter, 4-0 Alabama. Amani Free will throw it in for the Bulldogs to Imagine McCallop. Back to Free, back to McCallop as they break the press here. Simmons on the far side. She'll drive, pull up Jay. No good, too strong. Rebound down low by Rice, and she gives it to Barber, who brings it up. Hannah Barber again on the right side, looking for Davis. Nothing there. Now she dribbles around. She'll drive, trapped a little bit, brings it back outside. Up top, Abrams' three is up. No good, just off the iron. Rebound by Elam for Alabama A&M, and here come the Bulldogs. Long throw down low. Cody's shot was no good. Rebound Alabama, and the Tide is moving quickly once again. It's Davis on the right side. She'll drive all the way. Whistle, and a blocking foul is called. The shot was no good, but Brittany Davis will head to the line for a pair of free throws. Substitution coming in for Alabama A&M. Chanel Mitchell checking in for Ikea Elam. And looks like one more. Tony Grace, the freshman, transfer from Davenport University, in for Amaya Simmons. Brittany Davis at the line. Alabama leading at 4-0. 8:28 to go here in the first. First free throw is good. Now 2 for 3 on the night. The second, also good from Davis. 6-0 Alabama, 8:28 to go here in the first, and the Tide once again showing pressure. Free has it, up ahead to McCallop, who dribbles up the left side. Now she stops right in front of the Alabama bench, guarded by Barber. Up top, this is Mitchell. Over on the right side to Free, looking for a cutter. She finds one. The pass was tipped, and they will say it's off a Bulldog. Alabama basketball. Davis had her hands up, and the ball went right off of McCallop, who will now check out for Taylor Smith. So Alabama possession, 8:07 to go here in the first quarter, and up comes Barber. Long pass up ahead to Abrams in the right corner. Now she drives, she stuck a little bit, gives to a cutting Davis, and Davis walked. Did a little bit of a jump stop, but forgot the stop part. That's a travel, turnover for the Crimson Tide. Possession of the Bulldogs. 6-0 Alabama, 7:57 to go here in the first. Smith, back to Free, back to Smith. Now back to Free, up ahead, this time going on the right side. The give is to Grace. Grace will drive all the way. Her shot was blocked by Rice. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by the Tide, but there's Jada Rice doing what she does down in the paint defensively. 16 on the shot clock. Taylor Smith will throw it in. Transfer from Shelton State Community College, throws it a long way, but it's corralled by Tony Grace, who brings it back up across half court, guarded closely by Mingo Young. Moving on the right side now, give up top to Mitchell. Mitchell looking, toss left side, this is Smith. 5 on the shot clock, she'll have to pull up. 3 is too strong. It's saved, but the shot clock violation will give Alabama possession with 7:27 to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 Crimson Tide. Season opener for Alabama women's basketball in Coleman Coliseum. Doubleheader tonight with Alabama men taking on Longwood up next. Barber gives it to Davis, who dribbles, drives, kick out to Mingo Young deep in the left corner. She drives, now she kicks to Davis. Left wing 3 up, left wing 3 good. First of the season, certainly not the last for Brittany Davis. And Alabama leads it 9-0 with 7:06 to go here in the first quarter. Smith to Free, who gets it across the timeline, and now she stops on the left side. Back up top to Smith, who sets up the offense. 15 on the shot clock. Smith, guarded by Davis. Moving on the right side, now give to Mitchell up top. 6 on the shot clock, 5 on the shot clock. Mitchell in trouble, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound down low by Rice. Ahead to Mingo Young. Navigating through traffic, now she stops on the right wing, gets a screen from Rice. She'll drive, stop at the free throw line, pull up Jay, a little too strong. Rebound is loose and taken by Smith for Alabama A&M. Bulldogs on the run up ahead. Smith stopping on the left wing, give to Mitchell at the top of the arc. Looking around, nothing there, now to a cutter. The cutter is Free, her layup is no good. Backside rebound Davis, it was briefly loose, but Rice went and got it, and now back to Brittany Davis as she brings it across half court. 9-0 Alabama, 6:06 to go here in the first quarter. Davis starts on the left side, moving middle, kick left, this is Abrams. Looking down low for Rice, but too much weight room on the pass, out of bounds. Possession goes to Alabama A&M. Couple substitutions. Bulldogs bring in number 0, Darian Bergen, as well as number 5, Shanice Reed. No subs yet for the Crimson Tide as this starting 5, the one we saw last year, gets back into rhythm. Ball in for the Bulldogs. This is Smith across half court on the right side, picked up by Abrams. Alabama going man-to-man. Smith against Abrams, driving, she stops, passes it off. This is Elam, her shot was too strong off the back iron. Backside rebound Mingo Young, and here she comes on the run, taking it herself. Now she stops in the paint. Little jump stop, shot no good. I think it was blocked, but the offensive rebound goes to Rice, whose shot is good. And the official calls a timeout as Alabama takes an 11-0 lead with 5:29 to go here in the first quarter. Looks like there's a wet spot over by the Alabama A&M bench that the officials want to make sure was tended to. 11-0 Crimson Tide, 5:29 to go. here in quarter number 1, and Christy Curry about to go to the bench for the first time. It's a host of transfers. Loyal McQueen in for Abrams, Sarah Ashley Barker in for Barber, and also checking in Aaliyah Nye as Mingo Young heads to the bench. Tell you more about him as the game goes on. 11-0 Alabama, 5:27 to go here in the first quarter. Alabama A&M breaks the press to Mitchell at the top of the arc. She goes to the free throw line, left side pass now, 3 up from Reed, it's good, and Alabama A&M is on the board. 11-3 Crimson Tide, 5:14 to go here in the first quarter. And now the Bulldogs, for a moment, showed some press, but backing off was Bergen as McQueen brings it up the left side. Give to Barker, back to McQueen on the left arc. She now drives, gives it on a little slip screen to Rice, who lays it up. That was beautiful. Pick and roll executed to perfection. 13-3 Alabama, 4:53 to go here in the first. Again, defensive pressure from the Tide. This is Smith on the far side, now double teamed. Nye and McQueen were there, but Smith breaks it down low. The give was to Elam, but her shot was blocked. Rebound to Alabama. Here comes Nye up ahead to McQueen on the left side. McQueen give to Barker. Left side 3 up. No good, too strong. Backside rebound by Reed for Alabama A&M. Here she comes on the run. And she's fouled by Brittany Davis, and that is Davis's first. Would have been her second, but they changed that charge call in the first minute of the game. First team foul for the Crimson Tide. It's 13-3 Alabama, 4:28 to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs with possession. Give to Smith, who starts it right in front of the Alabama bench. Up top to Mitchell, guarded closely by Davis. Mitchell looking right side. This is Reed against Barker. Reed will drive. Reed will drive. Shot was no good, but she's fouled by Barker with 4:13 to go here in the first. And Shanice Reed, the sophomore from Seattle, Washington, will head to the line. This is an Alabama A&M team that went 15-14 a season ago, 13-5 in the SWAC. They lost in the first round of the conference tournament as the 2 seed, as Reed makes the first. But only 2 returners back on this team. A lot of freshmen, a lot of transfers. That includes Shanice Reed, who transferred from Paris Junior College. Second free throw is good. It's 13-5 Alabama. 4:12 to go here in the first quarter, and McQueen brings it up. McQueen sets the offense, takes the screen on the left side from Davis, now gives to Davis, right wing 3 up, off the front iron, off the back iron, and down. Brittany Davis has another trifecta tonight, and it's 16-5 Alabama. 3:52 left here in the first. Again, the pressure. Again, it's tough for Alabama A&M, and again, a foul is called on Sarah Ashley Barker. That's number 2 on Barker, the newest addition to the Crimson Tide, transfer from Georgia, back in her home state, native of Birmingham, Alabama. And Barker will check out for the freshman Carly Weathers out of Loretto, Tennessee. 16-5 Alabama, 3:47 to go here in the first. Throw in for Alabama A&M goes to Taylor Smith, who's played a lot here in the first quarter. Picked up by McQueen, moving right, handoff to Reed. She dribbles back to the top of the arc. She was looking down low, but nothing was there. Now a give to Bergen. Bergen will drive. She stops, kick out right side. Smith, shot fake. Now she drives up against Nye. Pull-up jumper with 2 on the shot clock was no good, and Rice has the board up ahead to McQueen. McQueen on the move. Left side, 3 up from Nye. It's good! Aaliyah Nye, the transfer from Illinois, a sharpshooter last year in the Big Ten, has her first 3 of the year for Alabama. And a timeout is called by Alabama A&M with 3:19 to go here in the first quarter. Alabama leads it 19-5 against the Bulldogs of Alabama A&M. And we have seen the threes be a big part of the Crimson Tide offense. As expected, that's something Christy Curry loves to see from her team. But Brittany Davis has already knocked down a couple. Just saw Nye make that one. Alabama as a team, 3 of 6. And a 6-0 run in the last 37 seconds. Amani Free, Taylor Smith, Shanice Reed, Darian Bergen, and Jayla Cody on the floor for Alabama A&M. As the throw-in goes to Reed, it went out of bounds, and they'll say it was off Reed. Aaliyah Nye was over there, and now Nye is down. holding on to that left ankle, and out comes the Alabama athletic training staff. Aaliyah Nye just made that three, the junior from East Lansing, Michigan. She rises, helped by her head coach and the athletic trainer. Now Director of Operations Brian Johnson comes over to assist as well. Nye will limp off the court and surely be checked on. And that's not what you want to see before the first quarter of the season is even done. Hopefully Nye will be okay. Mingo Young has come in for her. 3:17 to go here in the first quarter. The ball was off of Reed, so Alabama possession, leading at 19-5. Mingo Young will throw it in. A little bit of a collision and now a foul. Reed and Weathers both fell down. Carly Weathers, a freshman for Alabama. And the foul goes against the Bulldogs. That's against Reed. That's her first. Nabatide will throw it in from under the basket. McQueen will trigger. Georgia Tech transfer is looking. She's looking. She finds Mingo Young on the left side. Mingo Young dribbles back to the top of the arc. Give to Weathers, right side. She dribbles around the top. Now swing, Mingo Young. Looking around, not much there. She gets a screen from Rice and drives. Little fake, turnaround, jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound loose, taken by Rice. Rice, kick out, Davis, shot fake, now she drives. Tried to give it back to Rice. Rice, her shot too strong, backside rebound, Alabama A&M. Here comes Smith, moving quickly up ahead to Amani Free. Free stopped on the block, going up against Rice. Her shot was short. Rebound by Brittany Davis, and here comes Alabama. 2:40 left here in the first quarter. McQueen all the way. McQueen's shot is short, but she's fouled, and she'll head to the line. Nothing has changed for the Crimson Tide. Still moving quickly, still trying to push the pace. All five starters back, including Brittany Davis, who's checking out now for another transfer. Ryan Cobbins, senior from Kansas City, Kansas, coming to Alabama from North Dakota State, where she was previously All-Summit League honorable mention and all-newcomer. First free throw for Loyal McQueen is up and good. McQueen, another one of those transfers, junior from Florence, South Carolina, previously with Georgia Tech. Second free throw up. That one off the back. Rebound down low by Cody for Alabama A&M. Up to Reed, who quickly moves into the front court and lost it out of bounds. They'll say it was tipped by a member of the Crimson Tide. Bulldog possession under the basket with 2:32 to go here in the first quarter. Alabama leading at 20-5 here in the season opener. McCallop back in. She triggers to Simmons deep in the left corner. Now up top to Reed. Reed in a bit of trouble. 20 on the shot clock. Now she starts to back down McQueen. Shot up with Rice coming over was no good, but a late foul is called. And it goes against Rice. First foul on Jada Rice. Shanice Reed back at the free throw line. Already 2 for 2 tonight. First attempt up and good, make it 3 for 3, and Alabama's lead is cut to 14 with 2:24 to go here in the first. Second free throw, also perfect. Shanice Reed, 4 for 4 tonight. 20-7 Alabama, 2:21 left here in the first as McQueen brings it up on the right side. She'll take the screen from Rice and drive and lose the basketball, but she got it back. Out to Cobbins, now left corner. Mingo Young back up top to McQueen. McQueen going against Simmons. Kick, Cobbins left wing, and now she drives into the paint. Nice little move. Shot was no good, but she's fouled. And welcome to Alabama, Ryan Cobbins. She'll head to the free throw line for 2. With 2:03 to go here in the first, Alabama leading at 20-7. Another transfer into the game for Alabama. Gianna Cunningham, previously with West Virginia, has checked in. Jada Rice heads to the bench after a very strong first 8 minutes of action for her. Ajanay Nicholson in for Alabama A&M. With McCallum checking out. First free throw from Cobbins up and no good. Last year with the Bison of North Dakota State, just under a 73% free throw shooter. Second attempt up. That one much better. 21-7 Alabama, 2:02 to go here in the first. Bergen brings it across, guarded by Loyal McQueen. Now up top to Cody. Cody looking for a cutter, nothing there. Back left side, Bergen. 0 versus 0. Bergen again back to Cody, 15 on the shot clock. Cody will drive. Shot was too strong again. Cobbins has the board for Alabama, and here comes the Crimson Tide. McQueen navigating well. Give Weathers, left wing, wide open three, and it's perfect. Carly Weathers, the freshman, getting in on the action. 24-7 Alabama. Minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. Bergen picked up by McQueen on the right side. To Cody now, left side. This is Reed, guarded by Weathers. Reed will drive. She stops at the short corner. Give Cody at the elbow. Shot fake, drive, jump shot, no good. Rebound Cunningham for Alabama. Up ahead to Mingo Young. 1:10 to go here in the first quarter. Alabama's lead is 17, 24-7. Mingo Young gets a screen from Cunningham. She'll drive into the paint on the right side. Give left wing, McQueen. She'll drive. And a whistle. Looks like McQueen was fouled, and she'll head back to the line for two. Foul goes against Jayla Cody. That's her second for Alabama A&M. As Megan Abrams checks back in for the Crimson Tide, out goes Mingo Young. Chanel Mitchell in for the Bulldogs as Cody checks out after her second personal foul here in the first quarter. 59.9 to go here in the first. McQueen at the line, 1 for 2 thus far. And she'll make it 2 for 3. First one good. Second free throw. All around the iron and no good. Rebound by Alabama A&M, and here come the Bulldogs. 25-7 Crimson Tide, under a minute to go here in the first quarter. It's Smith on the left wing controlling the offense for Alabama A&M. She's trying to find space. Give to Simmons deep in the corner. She'll drive, stop at the short corner. Now give to a cutting Nicholson, but the ball was loose. A whistle was blown, and a foul is called on Nicholson as Weathers went after it, and Nicholson pushed her. Personal against the Bulldogs. First on Nicholson. And that should be 7 team fouls on Alabama A&M. And now some conversation. But whatever was decided, done much quicker this time. Weathers will head to the line for her first free throw attempts in an Alabama uniform. First up from Carly Weathers is good. 26-7 Crimson Tide, 41 seconds to go here in the first. Carly Weathers, a freshman at the line. Second free throw, also good. Weathers looking strong here in the first minutes of her Alabama career. 27-7 Crimson Tide. Hannah Barber back in the game. Weathers heads to the bench. 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Smith brings it up against McQueen. Right in front of Christy Curry, looking for someone to give it to in a maroon uniform. Give now to Nicholson, who drives, and her shot is rejected by Cunningham. My goodness, Gianna Cunningham, the West Virginia transfer, coming over and knocking it out of bounds with 25.9 to go here in the first. It was some of the better passing we've seen from Alabama A&M as Nicholson had it on the drive. And now a technical foul has been called. So Alabama A&M heads to the free throw line. Darian Bergen, first no good. 25.9 to go here in the first quarter. I didn't hear who the tech was called on Looks like it went on Cunningham, so she must have said something after that mighty rejection. Second free throw good, 27-8. Alabama, 25.9 to go here in the first. Well, first 10 minutes of action, we've seen a random review and a random technical. Always fun. Shot clock is off. Alabama A&M with possession, trailing 27-8, and they will settle for the last shot of this first quarter. It's Smith against McQueen. She starts with 12 seconds, looking around with 11, with 10. Down lower pass to Simmons was corralled, and now she'll drive into the paint. Stop, 4 seconds, her shot no good. Rebound Abrams with 1 second. A whistle is blown, and a foul will be called on Alabama A&M with 1.1 to go here in the first quarter. Mitchell attacking the glass. But Alabama's defense sharp in that final possession, and now Abrams will head to the free throw line to try and steal 2 quick points before the end of the quarter. Abrams is 1 for 1 tonight. First up from Megan Abrams, it's good. Second free throw, also good from Megan Abrams. 29-8 Alabama. Mitchell will throw it in. The buzzer will sound and the quarter will end. A strong first quarter for the Alabama Crimson Tide. 29-8 the lead after the first 10 minutes. Second quarter coming up from Coleman Coliseum here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Fans, stay up to date with the latest on the Crimson Tide by tuning in to Tide TV This Week. Check your local listings for TV times in your area. And remember, Tide TV This Week is also on demand at rolltide.com. We have played a quarter here to start the 2022-23 season, and Alabama leads Alabama A&M 29-8 after the first 10 minutes of action. A bit of housekeeping. As I thought, the technical was called on Cunningham for taunting. So that's what drew that whistle, and we've seen a lot of action, a lot of people get in for the Crimson Tide. Already 11 players have seen the floor. Brittany Davis leads all scorers with 9 points. Megan Abrams has 5, Carly Weathers has 5, Jada Rice has 4, Aaliyah Nye has 3. She also left the game with an injury, was limping off and holding that left ankle. McQueen has a couple points. Cobbins has 1 point. For Alabama A&M, Reed has 7, Bergen has 1, and that's it. Tide shot 50% from the floor in the first 10 minutes. Alabama A&M shot 5.9%. One certainly a much larger number than the other. Alabama will move right to left to start off the second quarter. It's McQueen with the basketball with Davis, Abrams, Rice and Barber joining her on the court. Barber's got it, left side, give to McQueen in the left corner. Now she dribbles around the top of the arc. Give right, Davis, further right. This is Abrams looking for someone. Swing back to Davis. She's open, 3 up, 3 good. Brittany Davis picking right back up where she left off last year. And it's 32-8 Alabama. 9:37 to go here in the second. Up ahead, this is Smith. Give to Mitchell at the top of the arc, right side. This is Rice. She's got 7 of the 8 points for Alabama A&M. Rice guarded by Abrams. Now she'll drive. Give left side. Shot up from Mitchell. It's good on the left elbow. And it's 32-10 Alabama. 9:18 left here in the second. McQueen has it. Dribbling up the left side. Picked up by Reed. Gets a screen from Rice. McQueen driving. Stop. Kick. Right side 3 up from Abrams. No good. Backside rebound Reed for Alabama A&M. Shanice Reed, I misspoke a moment ago. She has the 7 of now 10 points for Alabama A&M, and she starts the offense on the left side. Looking for some help. Nobody's coming. Still nobody now. Left side pass to Nicholson with 10 on the shot clock. She'll drive. Long throw out to Smith on the right wing. Now Smith will drive. Pull-up jumper's good. And Alabama A&M has scored a couple baskets in a row. 32-12, Crimson Tide, 8.5 to go here in the second. McQueen up, starting the offense. An impressive first half from Loyal McQueen. Now she drives into the paint. Left side kick. This is Abrams. Almost lost her dribble, but she picks it back up against Reed. Back to the top of the key, right side, Barber. Abrams gets a screen, but Barber couldn't find her. Now Rice comes and screens for Barber. She drives, kick, right side 3 up. Abrams, that one too strong. Rebound loose, still loose. Davis is fighting for it. There's a collision, the ball goes out of bounds, and a foul will be called on Davis as she collided with Shanice Reed, who's holding her left side. That'll be foul number 2 on Brittany Davis. Barker and Mingo Young back in for Abrams and Davis, as Alabama A&M tends to Shanice Reed, who will be looked at on the Bulldog bench. Alabama A&M with Taylor Smith, Amaya Simmons, Chanel Mitchell, Ikea Elam, and Jalen Murray, the 5 on the floor. Smith brings it up on the right side, looking around, guarded by McQueen. Now to Elam. Elam tried to get it down low to Mitchell, but it was tipped and taken away by the Crimson Tide. Here's McQueen. 7:45 to go here in the second. Alabama's lead is 20, 32-12. McQueen drives into the lane, picked up. That'll be a charge. Nicely done by Chanel Mitchell, sliding over and getting in front of McQueen. It's the right call, and the turnover and foul gives it back to Alabama A&M with 7:39 to go here in the first half. 32-12, Alabama over Alabama A&M here in the season opener. Here's Smith, starting on the right wing. Give over to Mitchell. Whistle away from the basketball. Goes against Hannah Barber. That's her first. 22 on the shot clock. Alabama A&M throws it in from under the basket. The give is to Murray on the right side. Now up top, this is Simmons. Simmons, she'll drive against Rice. Not a great idea. Gives it off to Elam, who's tied up in the paint. Possession arrow favors Alabama A&M, as Mingo Young was there to greet Elam on the block. And now Ajane Nicholson checks back in for the Bulldogs. Taylor Smith will throw it in. 7:20 to go here in the first half. 12 on the shot clock. The give is to Simmons. Down low, Mitchell. Mitchell back to Simmons on the right side. 5 on the shot clock. She's got to hurry. 4 on the shot clock. Simmons drives. Free throw line jumper. No good. Rebound is tipped around and taken and controlled by Jada Rice. She is having a day on the boards. That's number 6. Give to Barber, who brings it up with 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. To McQueen. McQueen just inside the three-point line. Now she pulls up. Jumper was too strong. Off the glass. Rebound Alabama A&M. Here comes Simmons. Picked up by Barker. Simmons, she'll pull up. That one was short. Rebound Mingo Young. And Jemiah Mingo Young brings it across the timeline. Taking a screen from Rice, Mingo Young. She'll stop at the right elbow. Now she'll drive. Kick out Barker. Give to McQueen now on the left side. She'll drive all the way, and a great job by Jada Rice to clear out. So McQueen had an alley. Layup good. 34-12 Alabama. 6:24 to go here in the second quarter. Chanel Mitchell. Give left side Simmons. Amaya Simmons. Going up against Barber. Simmons will drive. She's in traffic. Give opposite side. And Mitchell's jump shot off the glass is good. 34-14 Alabama. 6:04 to go here in the second. Back comes McQueen. Maneuvering around the right side. Now she'll drive into the paint. Give left side. Mingo Young. Shot fake. Couple dribbles in. She's looking around. She throws it away. Nobody else touched it. Turnover by the Crimson Tide, and possession goes to Alabama A&M as a host of Bulldogs check in. Tony Grace back in, Amani Free back in. Megan Abrams has returned to the ballgame for the Crimson Tide. For McQueen, also checking in for the first time tonight, Kyla Wade Warren, junior from Selmer, Tennessee. Tony Grace controlling the point for Alabama A&M with 5:40 to go. Here in the second quarter, Alabama's lead is 20, 34-14, and good defense from Mingo Young on Tony Grace, the freshman. Travel called as she picked up her dribble and walked with it. Alabama possession with 5:34 to go here in the first half. Barber's got it up ahead, right side, Abrams looking around, nothing there, give up top, Wade Warren. Hand off to Abrams, who moves through the lane, kick out. Left side three up, Mingo Young, no good. Rebound corralled by Grace for Alabama A&M. Here comes Tony Grace, stopping on the right wing, now dribbling back to the top of the arc, but Mingo Young is all over her right now. There is no space. Grace now drives into the lane. Wild shot somehow goes down. Off the iron, off the glass, off the iron, and good. And it's 34-16 Alabama midway through the second quarter. Barber on the left side, looking around. She'll drive, in some trouble. Right side kick, Abrams three, it's short. Rebound taken by Wade Warren, but her shot was no good. I think it was partially blocked by a Bulldog, and here comes Alabama A&M. Grace up ahead, left side three from Murray. No, it's short. Rebound taken by Alabama A&M. Putback was no good, too strong. That one by Amani Free, and Mingo Young settles things down. Up ahead, Barber left side, three up, perfect, Hannah Barber. There you go. She's been waiting for that one. A three-pointer from one of the best. Hannah Barber knocks it down, and Alabama A&M calls timeout. 4:21 to go here in quarter number two. Alabama 37, Alabama A&M 16 here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Listen to Crimson Drive Tuesday and Thursday afternoons on all Crimson Tide Sports Network social media outlets. Crimson Drive is live each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central Time, so join us for the latest on Alabama athletics. 4:21 to go here in the second quarter, and Alabama leads Alabama A&M 37-16. We have seen the threes rain down for Christy Curry's squad, 6 for 13 thus far in the ball game, and Brittany Davis leads the way with 12 points. She's 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Carly Weathers has 5 points. Megan Abrams has 5. Jada Rice has 4. Loyal McQueen has 4. Aaliyah Nye has 3. Hannah Barber just made that last one before the timeout. She's got 3. Ryan Cobbins has 1. For Alabama A&M, Shanice Reed leads the way with 7 points. Chanel Mitchell has 4, a couple for Tony Grace and Taylor Smith, and Darian Bergen has 1. Thus far, Alabama has shown strong defense, pressing for the most part, really attacking these Alabama A&M guards as the Bulldogs throw it in, and here we go, right back at it. Mitchell is stopped, almost threw it away, but Reed able to collect it. Back to Mitchell, back to Reed, and here we go. 4:08 to go here in the second quarter. Alabama's lead is 21. Reed, give to Bergen on the right side. Now she drives into the lane, stopped by Abrams. Kick, this is Grace. Now she drives into the paint. Wild shot goes down. Alabama A&M starting to make the tough baskets. 37-18 Crimson Tide, under 4 to go here in the first half. Cunningham back in the game, gives left side to Barker. Barker passes over to Barber on the right wing. Now she gives it to Cunningham, who drives and had the basketball knocked away. Last touch by a Bulldog. Gianna Cunningham, junior, transfer from West Virginia. Brittany Davis is back in. Out goes Abrams. 37-18 Alabama, 3:39 left here in the second. Barber throws in. Looking around. Waiting for an open space, gives it to Barker, and wow, that was a perfectly executed inbounds play. Easy layup for Sarah Ashley Barker. 39-18 Alabama. Up ahead, Bergen is trapped. Give to Mitchell now, swing to Grace on the left wing. Grace moving around, 15 on the shot clock, 3:18 on the second quarter game clock. Grace now on the right side, give to Reed. This is a very long three, rattles around, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. And they'll say it was last touched by Brittany Davis as she battled with Chanel Mitchell. So 20 on the shot clock. Grace will throw in. To Bergen, who sets up the offense at the top of the arc. Moving right to Mitchell, picked up by Barker. Left side, this is Grace against Davis. 8 on the shot clock. Grace, nothing there. 6 on the shot clock. Throws it to Mitchell. Now right side. This is Bergen with 3 on the shot clock. Drive, and she's bailed out on what was a short shot with a foul on Alabama. So 2 free throws upcoming for Darian Bergen. Foul goes against Hannah Barber. That's her second, and she will check out. Looks like Loyal McQueen will check back in. McQueen in, as well as Carly Weathers, the freshman. Weathers will replace Mingo Young. So glad you're with us here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network for the Alabama women's basketball game season opener. Bergen has 2 free throws. 1 for 2 tonight, make it 2 for 3. First one good. I'm Gray Robertson, in for Roger Hoover. Packed night at Coleman Coliseum. Men's basketball season opener coming up at 7:30 Central Time against Longwood. Second free throw is good from Bergen. 39-20 Alabama, 2:50 remaining here in the first half. Rice back in, out goes Cunningham. So it's Davis, McQueen, Rice, Barker, Weathers on the court for the Crimson Tide, and McQueen controls the point. Up ahead to Rice, give left side Davis. Back up top, McQueen, now handoff to Davis. Davis closely watched by Bergen, still dribbling around just inside three-point line. Give right side to Barker. Now Barker will drive, getting physical, gives it off to Rice. Rice turnaround, hook shot, good, and she's fouled. Jada Rice dominating the post right now. The lead is 41-20 with 2.5 to go here in the first half, and Rice will head to the line to try and get one more. Jada Rice already 6 points, 6 rebounds. Looking to improve the free throw shooting this season, Jada Rice, 58.3% a year ago. These are her first, or I should say this is her first attempt of the season on the and one. Shot up, too strong. Rebound taken away by Bergen for Alabama A&M, and the Bulldogs want to run. Bergen navigating up against Rice. Pull-up jumper was good. Bergen ran into her own teammate Mitchell, but she'll be okay with making the shot. 41-22 Alabama, 2:17 to go here in the first half. McQueen's got it. Left wing, right side pass, Davis, she's open. She'll pull up from 3. That one's off the side of the iron, no good. Rebound by Bergen for Alabama A&M. Quickly up ahead. This is Smith on the right side, picked up by Weathers. Now free throw line pass and jumper from Mitchell, no good. Offensive rebound corralled by Nicholson, who throws it away. Stolen by McQueen. She'll take it 1-on-3. Shot up, no good, but she's fouled. And Loyal McQueen will head to the line for a pair of free throws. Looked like Alabama A&M had an offensive rebound. It was loose for a moment. Nicholson threw it away. McQueen had the interception, took it herself, and now 2 free throws upcoming with 1:50 to go here in the first half. Alabama leading it 41-22, a much tighter second quarter after the Tide dominated the first. First free throw, no good, rattled around and dropped out. One more upcoming for McQueen, who's now 2 for 5 tonight. Second one's good, make it 3 for 6 in the game. And Christy Curry will call timeout with 1:50 remaining here in the second. Alabama's lead is 20 points, 42-22. Once again, a special thank you to Alabama One Credit Union, a proud supporter of Crimson Tide women's athletics. And today, a historic day for Alabama women's athletics as Alabama soccer, the SEC champs, collected a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament. They'll take on Jackson State in the first round Friday, November 11th. That's this upcoming Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time at the Alabama Soccer Complex. The first NCAA tournament game that will be hosted by the Crimson Tide in school history. So congratulations to Wes Hart and all the ladies for Alabama soccer on that wonderful accomplishment. Back to the action. Alabama A&M with possession. Here's Reed up ahead, long pass to Bergen, who drives. Kick out left side. Smith thought about it. Now she dribbles back to the top of the arc. Right side now. This is Reed looking down low, but nothing's there. Dribbling, not much there again. Now going up against Barker. She'll drive all the way, and she's fouled. A wild shot, but Alabama bailed her out with the foul. That'll go against Barker, and that's her third. So Shanice Reed goes to the free throw line where she's been perfect tonight, 4 for 4. Abrams back in for Barker after picking up that third. She's probably done for the first half as Reed makes the first free throw. Coming up, the Toyota halftime report. First half stats, scores, all that from opening night in the SEC. Second free throw is good. 42-24 Alabama, 1:31 remaining here in the second quarter. Davis, press, throws it up ahead to Abrams, who walked with it. So some pressure defensively from Alabama A&M in the backcourt, and it works out. Turnover forced, possession to the Bulldogs. Bergen on the left side. Picked up by Abrams, little spin, now she drives. And Rice was there to alter the shot. Whether she blocked it or not, who knows? But either way, Alabama's got it, and here comes Abrams. Right side, Davis, open, 3 up, 3 good. Brittany Davis has another one. That's 4 tonight. And Alabama's lead is back to 21, 45-24. 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Smith at the top of the arc, handoff, Bergen, left side. McQueen is all over her. Now Bergen drives. Give down to Elam on the block against Rice. Her shot was too strong. Rice definitely altered that one as well. Backside rebound, Davis up ahead now to McQueen. Right side, Abrams. Back to McQueen. Kick. Left side, Davis, open, three again. Brittany Davis is heating up with 33 seconds to go in the half. Alabama's doubled up Alabama A&M, 48-24. 2-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Smith's got it on the left side. Tried to get it down low. It was tipped and taken by Alabama. McQueen now, shot clock off. She'll drive all the way. Her layup was no good. Backside rebound, Smith. Smith up ahead with 10 on the game clock. This is Bergen trying to throw it to Smith, but it's stolen by Abrams with 5, with 4. She'll drive all the way and make a layup with 2 seconds to go. And that is a sparkling way to end an exciting first half for Alabama. Abrams just picked off the pass and coasted all the way in for the layup. And we've hit halftime here at Coleman Coliseum. Alabama leads Alabama A&M 50-24 here at the break. Coming up next, the Toyota halftime report. We'll have stats, we'll have scores, and all that fun stuff as Alabama leads it by 26 at the break here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Halftime here at Coleman Coliseum. A fun basketball game has broken out between members of the Air Force and the Army here on Military Appreciation Day. Alabama leads Alabama A&M 50-24 here at the break as the Air Force knocks down a nice 3. And before we give you the halftime stats, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. The halftime stats are delivered by Assurance Financial. In less time than halftime, you could apply for a mortgage at assurancemortgage.com. Looking at the halftime stats as Alabama leads it 50-24 here at the break. The Tide shot 50% from the floor in the first half, 15 of 30, 50% from 3, 8 of 16, and 67% from the free throw line, 12 of 18. Alabama A&M improved that shooting percentage after a frankly quite bad first quarter to 22.6%, 7 of 31 from 3, 1 of 5, and the Bulldogs 9 of 10 from the free throw line, so a very strong mark there for the visitors. Rebounding, Alabama's got the edge 22-20, but Alabama A&M does have more offensive boards, 5 versus the Tide's 3. Alabama with 12 assists, 3 for Alabama A&M, Tide with 5 turnovers, Bulldogs with 8. Individually for Alabama, it's Brittany Davis, 18 first half points on 5 of 7 shooting, all from beyond the arc. She also had 4 boards. Loyal McQueen had 5 points. Carly Weathers had 5 points. Megan Abrams had 7. Jada Rice had 6 and 6 points and rebounds. Aaliyah Nye had 3. Sarah Ashley Barker had 2. Hannah Barber had 3. And Ryan Cobbins had 1 for Alabama A&M. Shanice Reed leads the way with 9 points. Darian Bergen had 5, 4 points each for Tony Grace and Chanel Mitchell, and Taylor Smith has 2. Those are the halftime stats brought to you by Assurance Financial. The Tide leads at 50-24 over Alabama A&M here at the break. When we come back, we've got scoreboard updates. Everybody starting off the college basketball season tonight, men and women, and we'll let you know what's happening on the women's side around the SEC when we return. Halftime at Coleman Coliseum on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Time in Tuscaloosa. The basketball game is over. I believe the Army just beat the Air Force. The basketball game that everybody's here to watch, though, is not over. It's just at halftime. Alabama leads Alabama A&M 50-24. It's time to give you the Alabama Power scoreboard updates presented by Alabama Power. The latest scores from the SEC and around the nation are presented by Alabama Power, proud to support the Crimson Tide opening night in the SEC and in college basketball. What a time. Gotta love when hoops gets rolling. As we take a look around the conference, 1:28 to go in the third quarter. Florida leads Florida A&M 57-46. Halftime in Oxford, and Ole Miss struggling with Kennesaw State 34-31. The Rebels lead. Halftime in Athens, Georgia leads Coastal Carolina 40-24. Coming up right about now, a trio of games starting at 6 Central Time. Radford at Kentucky, Missouri at Missouri State, and Arkansas at Arkansas Pine Bluff. Coming up later tonight, Vanderbilt at Western Kentucky. Bellarmine is at LSU, and on the SEC Network at 7:30 Central Time, East Tennessee State is at #1 South Carolina. And of course, don't forget on the men's side, coming up at about 7:30 Central Time, assuming nothing from this game causes a delay. Alabama men's basketball will start the season against Longwood. You can hear Chris Stewart and the gang on the Crimson Tide Sports Network for that broadcast. Here for the women, Alabama leads Alabama A&M 50-24 here at the break. When we come back, what to expect in the second half. That's next here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Alabama leads Alabama A&M 50-24 here at halftime as we roll right along with the Toyota halftime report in Tuscaloosa. Crowd was strong for the game, but now more people starting to file in with men's basketball coming up about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. It's time to tell you what to expect in the second half, presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. With zero sugar and refreshingly delicious, is Coca-Cola Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. What to expect in the second half? Well, I would expect to see Alabama continue to try and knock down some threes. Brittany Davis has just been remarkable beyond the arc, but not a ton of shots for everybody else. Just 1 3 for Weathers, 1 for Nye. We certainly hope that she can come back in. 1 for Barker, 1 for Barber, 1 from Mingo Young. So you'd love to see some of the other players get in on the three-point barrage. Also, I'm sure one of the focuses right now in the locker room for Christy Curry is fouling. You've got a little bit of foul trouble here at the break. Sarah Ashley Barker has 3 personals, Barber has 2, Davis has 2, and a bunch of those fouls came very late in the shot clock. Alabama A&M getting bailed out by some Alabama mistakes. So I'm sure that's something Christy Curry really wants to clean up once the second half begins. That does it for the Toyota Halftime Report. Visit your local Toyota dealers or Toyota.com now and take advantage of the amazing deals on our full-line vehicles. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places. Next up, the third quarter of action as Alabama leads Alabama A&M 50-24 here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Both teams have returned to the court for the second half. Alabama leads Alabama A&M 50-24 heading into quarter number 3. Alabama opening the season against the Bulldogs out of a SWAC. The Tide 4th in the SEC preseason coaches poll, trying to build off of a 20-14 campaign last year where Alabama went 6-10 in conference play. Had some good wins, got to the WNIT quarterfinals, but I think this year a lot of people expect to see this team go to a different tournament once the postseason comes. Almost time for the second half. It'll be Barber, Abrams, Davis, Mingo Young, and Rice on the floor for Alabama. For Alabama A&M, as a whistle is already blown, McCallop, Mitchell, Simmons, Cody, and Reed. Looks like the game clock did not start properly. The shot clock did. First game of the year. Everybody just trying to get into the swing of things, including broadcasters. Throw into Abrams, who brings it up. Alabama moving left to right, and again, a pause as the game clock is now running with nothing happening. Just working out the kinks. Believe we were all good. So 6 seconds has come off the game clock here in the third quarter, 9:54 remaining. That seems like a lot. Now we'll see if maybe they want to add a little bit more. They do, 9:56 now. Left here in the third. Clock is working. Everything's good. Here we go. Throw into Abrams, who gets a screen from Davis. Moving on the left side. She'll drive. Kick Mingo Young. Left wing. Thought about a 3. Now she'll drive into the lane. And she walked with it. Good defense from Chanel Mitchell. Getting right up there and not allowing Mingo Young any space. Turnover by Alabama. And here comes Alabama A&M. McCallop, the freshman, brings it up. Met by Abrams. Long pass on the right wing to Reed. Reed picked up by Mingo Young. Looking for help. Nobody's coming. Now she gets a screen from Cody, and she'll drive up against Rice. Stop, turned back, taken away by Mingo Young. And Jemiah tosses it up to Abrams. Abrams all the way. What a nifty little move. Megan Abrams lays it up with the Euro step, and it's 52-24 Alabama, 9:13 to go here in the third. Up ahead to Shanice Reed. Now give to Cody at the free throw line. She'll drive left side. Her shot was rejected by Jada Rice. Jayla Cody versus Jada Rice, and Rice absolutely won that battle. Out of bounds, last touched by the Tide. 9:06 to go here in the third. 52-24, and the throw-in is knocked out by Davis. McCallop tried to get it over Brittany Davis, and she said, not today. Now McCallop will throw it in again. Long throw into Simmons. Right side jumper was short, but she gets her own miss, puts up a little finger roll. It's no good, but she's fouled, and Amaya Simmons will head to the free throw line for a pair. Sophomore transfer from Loyola University, where she averaged 17 points a game last year. Scoreless in this one, but a chance for 2 from the stripe. Foul one against Barber, that's her third. First free throw up and good from Simmons. Christy Curry will keep Hannah Barber out there despite the 3 personals. Second free throw from Simmons. That one rattled around, no good. Rebound by Mingo Young, and here comes Alabama, 52-25 Crimson Tide, 8:55 to go here in the third. Mingo Young, give Barber, left side, shot fake, she'll drive, stop on the left elbow. Give back on the wing to Mingo Young, down low to Rice, she's double teamed, she's triple teamed. She throws it out on the right wing to Abrams, swing Davis, right side 3 up, it's good. Another one for Brittany Davis. 55-25 Alabama. Bulldogs hurrying with 8:33 to go here in the third. For Davis, that's 6 threes tonight. McCallop on the left side, drives in, pull-up jumper off the backside rebound by Davis, and here she comes. Brittany Davis looking to go all the way. She will, or her layup falls down. I don't know how she did that, going up against essentially 3 defenders, and it's 57-25 Alabama, 8:11 to go here in the third. McCallop back up ahead for the Bulldogs. Swing right side to Reed. She had to go get it after it was tipped with 8 minutes to go here in the third. Up top, Simmons. Simmons looking down low, nothing there. Now she'll drive the lane. Whistle, foul on Abrams. That's the first on Megan Abrams. As Simmons hit the deck. So McCallop will throw it in. Imagine McCallop to the free throw line. Mitchell, quick jumper, no. Rebound is taken by Mingo Young. She'll bring it up. Navigating. Now she'll stop. Pull up jumper in transition is good. And another bucket for Alabama. 59-25 your score. 7:36 to go here in the third. McCallop trying to get something going up top to Mitchell. Mitchell right side. This is Reed. Reed pushed out towards half court by Davis. Now sending McCallop away on the right side. Now Reed will just take it herself all the way in. Whistle and a foul. Shanice Reed was basically waving everybody away from her so she could go one-on-one. And she gets the bump from Abrams. That's her second foul. Reed to the free throw line where she's been spectacular, 6 for 6. 7:18 to go here in the third. Alabama 59, Alabama A&M 25. Bergen back in for the Bulldogs, as is Smith. First free throw from Reed, rattles around and falls in. Amani Free is also returned for the Bulldogs. Second free throw from Reed. That one's good as well. 59-27 Alabama. 7:18 to go here in the third. Bulldogs showing some press. That forced a turnover in the first half, but they didn't make a ton of shots, so not many chances to utilize it. They back off as Abrams brings it up in front of her bench. And she was using a Rice screen that was illegal. Foul on Jada Rice on the moving screen, and another turnover for Alabama with 7:08 to go here in the third. 59-27 your score. Foul on Rice, that's her second. Smith brings it up for Alabama A&M to Free at the top of the arc. Right side, this is Reed. Looking around, nothing there. Now up to Bergen at the top of the key. 15 on the shot clock. She tried to get it to the elbow to Mitchell, but Rice soared in and fouled her. And Jada Rice very quickly just picked up her third foul. And 5 team fouls on Alabama. So the Bulldogs are shooting free throws with 6:53 to go here in the third. Well, I mentioned it. I'm sure Christy Curry wants to see a little bit better defense without fouling, but that's been an issue here in the second half to start. As Chanel Mitchell steps to the line. First attempt up, first attempt good for Mitchell, the junior from Austin, Texas, transfer from Blinn College. One more upcoming. Shot up, that one too strong. Offensive board though for Bergen. Her quick putback goes in, and all of a sudden it's 59-30 Alabama. The Bulldogs starting to get a little bit of momentum here with 6:41 to go in the third. Barber brings it up to Rice. Looking around, now give right side to Abrams. Abrams to the free throw line and Rice. She'll hand it off to Davis. Davis will stop, pull up, 3 up, no good. Rebound by Alabama A&M. It's Reed up ahead to Smith. Smith give Mitchell. Right side now, this is Bergen. Back up to Reed, left side 3. That was short, rebound by Barber for Alabama. 6:08 to go here in the third. The Tide's lead is 29. Barber weaving through the defense, now kicks it out to Abrams. Abrams will drive, kick Barber, right side now. This is Mingo Young. She takes it into the paint. Going one-on-one with Smith. Turnaround layup, no good, but Mingo Young cleans it up herself. That layup is good, and it's 61-30 Crimson Tide. 5:48 to go here in the third. Smith returns the favor, then stops and hands it off to Reed, who will drive. Kick, left wing, 3 up from Free. It was short, no good, but she got her own miss. Now kick out Smith, top of the arc. Her 3 rattles in. So Free was no good, but Smith was able to knock it down, and Christy Curry will call timeout. Alabama leads it 61-30, but the energy has dipped just a bit here at Coleman Coliseum. 5:25 to go here in the third quarter. We'll step aside, and I beg your pardon, Alabama leads it 61-33 as we step aside at the season opener for Alabama women's basketball on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Once again, a special thank you to Alabama One Credit Union, a proud supporter of Crimson Tide Women's Athletics. And what a start for Alabama women's basketball here in the season opener. 5:25 to go here in the third quarter, and the Crimson Tide leads Alabama A&M 61-33. Christy Curry just called that timeout after a trifecta from Smith for the Bulldogs. Wanted to talk about a couple things defensively. Alabama A&M has already scored 9 points here in the quarter, 2 shy of Alabama's 11, but the Crimson Tide is still shooting phenomenally tonight. 54.1% from the floor, right at 50% from beyond the arc in the ball game. Brittany Davis doing Brittany Davis things, 23 points. Preseason All SEC first team selection. Small sample size, looking like a strong candidate to be on that at the end of the year, based on what we've seen tonight. What a phenomenal start for Davis. Megan Abrams also has 9 points. They've been a quieter 9, but she's been performing well. Jada Rice has 6 points and 6 boards. That leads the way for the Crimson Tide. Shanice Reed has been most of the offense for Alabama A&M. She's got a third of their points, 11 of the 33. And 8 of those 11 have come from the free throw line. Alabama will have the basketball and a host of new players on the court as McQueen brings it up. Moving on the left side, kick out, Davis up top. Now she looks down low. This is Cunningham. Nice pass, nice finish. Cunningham gets the layup, and the lead is back to 30, 63-33. Up quickly, the Bulldogs. This is Grace. Now to Smith. Guarded by McQueen. You've got Barker, Weathers, Cunningham, and Davis on the floor alongside the Georgia Tech transfer Loyal McQueen, who's heavily guarding Taylor Smith. Smith moving around the left side, tried to throw it down low, but it was taken away by Weathers. Carly Weathers looking ahead, a long throw to Barker, and she was falling out of bounds and threw it behind her back, but it looks like she stepped out of bounds anyway. It was a good idea from Weathers, but not much space for Barker to maneuver, and the turnover will send us to break. 4:45 to go here in the third. Alabama in control against Alabama A&M, 63-33 here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. keep up with everything Alabama with the Alabama Crimson Tide mobile app presented by Cadence Bank. Download the Alabama Crimson Tide mobile app now for free at the Apple Store and on Google Play, and that includes Alabama soccer. We talked about it earlier. Congratulations to Wes Hart and the team, a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament. They will open on Friday at the Alabama Soccer Complex at 6 p.m. Central Time against Jackson State. Here at women's basketball, Alabama leads Alabama A&M 63-33, 4:45 to go here in the third. And after the turnover before the break, the Bulldogs have it, but the pause allows Alabama to set up the pressure with Davis, McQueen, Weathers, Barker, and Gianna Cunningham on the floor. Amani Free will throw it in with Smith, Bergen, Grace, and Cody on the court. It goes into Smith, gives it right back to Free. Across half court she goes, picked up by Barker. Free handoff to Smith. Taylor Smith has handled the ball a lot tonight. Going up against McQueen, give right side, this is Grace. Dribbling around the top of the arc, looking for some help, gives it to Bergen on the left side. Now she takes a couple steps in and lost the basketball, taken again by Weathers. And Carly Weathers this time doesn't try anything too far down the floor. Instead she brings it up and hands it off to Davis, who's fouled immediately on the exchange. So Weathers will throw it in with 4:13 to go. Weathers now right side, she'll drive, had an alley, layup good with 4:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Alabama leads at 65-33. Up ahead, Alabama A&M. This is Bergen, give to Grace, and Weathers almost picked her pocket again. Carly Weathers really showing up in her first career game. Grace drives, turnaround jumper, good. It's a nice recovery. Number 4, Tony Grace, 65-35 Alabama, 3:44 to go here in the third. McQueen up ahead, handoff to Weathers on the left side in front of the Alabama bench. Gets a screen from Cunningham, moving around the top of the arc. Handoff Davis. Davis shot fake. 16 on the shot clock, give McQueen left side, now to Barker. There's a whistle and a foul. And that goes against Alabama as Cunningham away from the basketball, set a screen, and she's calling for the personal. That's her second. 3:31 left here in the third, 65-35 your score. Alabama leading as Reed checks back in for the Bulldogs. So too does McCallop. And now imagine McCallop has the basketball. Up ahead, this is Grace. Davis is there against Grace, standing in front of head coach Margaret Richards. Now moving around the top of the arc. Give left side, Reed. It was not clean, but Reed comes away with it. Now she goes all the way towards the basket. Shot up good, and she's fouled. The shot fake got Cunningham in the air. The whistle came. Reed knocked it down, and she'll look for one more from the free throw line with 3:11 to go in the third. Shanice Reed has been the bright spot for Alabama A&M as Jalen Murray comes back in for the Bulldogs. Out goes Grace. Free throw from Reed is perfect. She's 9 for 9 tonight. The foul went on Cunningham. And it's 65-38 Alabama, 3:09 left here in the third. Up comes McQueen. She's been impressive this evening as well. Give to Davis. Oh man, she's wide open. 3 up and good. You cannot give Brittany Davis that much space. She will say thank you very much and knock it down. And it's right back to a 30-point lead, 68-38 Alabama, 2:50 left here in the third. McCallum, just no room against this Alabama defense. Going against Barker, now give to Free at the top of the arc. In the paint, gave it to Cody, and Cunningham was whistled for the foul. That is 4 on Gianna Cunningham. And now some substitutions in for Christy Curry. Cobbins is in for Davis, Rice in for Cunningham. And 2 free throws upcoming for Jayla Cody after the foul. First up, perfect. The junior from Valdosta, Georgia, transfer from Central Arkansas, where she averaged 4 points and 4 rebounds a game. That's her first point tonight. And she will stay at 1 point for now. Second free throw, no good. 68-39 Alabama, and Barker's on the run all the way. Layup, no good, but she will head to the free throw line for 2. Tried to catch the Bulldogs napping in transition. And we'll get our first look at Sarah Ashley Barker from the free throw line. Chanel Mitchell back in the game for Alabama A&M. As Barker takes her first free throw. It's short, no good. Barker last year for Georgia averaged just under 8 points a game, shot over 72% from the line. Second free throw is also no good. Rebound is tipped and taken by the Bulldogs. It was Free who got it. Up ahead to McCallop against McQueen. Give right side, this is Reed. Shanice Reed has been the best offensive player for the Bulldogs, and now she'll drive. Pull-up jumper, that one rattles around, no good. Rebound Barker, and now Barker goes on the run. Sarah Ashley Barker, right side, Cobbins, she'll drive. A Bulldog hit the deck as Cobbins puts up a shot, no good, but Rice is there to clean it up, and Jada Rice will get fouled. She will head to the line for a pair of free throws with 2:11 to go here in the third, and Alabama leading it 68-39. It was a good move by Cobbins, but the shot was off target. Jada Rice was there for the offensive board, though, and now Rice has some free throws. She's 0 for 1 tonight. Free just checked out Nicholson in for Alabama A&M. Rice is first. Hits the front of the iron and drops down. Have to love the home baskets. Second free throw, that one no good. Rebound Nicholson for Alabama A&M. 69-39 Crimson Tide. Bulldogs want to run. It's Reed who's got the basketball. She stopped deep under the basket and took it back out in front of her bench. Now using a screen from Mitchell, she moves to the left side. This is Murray. Murray back to the top of the arc. Murray trying to give it to a cutter. She will. This is McCallop all the way. Shot no good. Rebound is loose. Lost out of bounds, and they'll say last touch by a member of the Crimson Tide. With 1:46 to go here in the third. Nicholson, Weathers, and Barker were all fighting for it. McCallop will throw it in. Into Reed. Reed on the left side, trying to take McQueen, not much there. Give back out to McCallop. Now McCallop will drive against Barker. Right side kick. This is Murray. 3 up, no good. McQueen's got it on the opposite end, and here she comes. Well, some nifty dribbling from Loyal McQueen, but then she pulls back and sets up the offense with 1:25 left here in the third. 69-39 Alabama here in the season opener. McQueen gets a screen from Rice. Now she'll drive, she'll go all the way. McQueen's shot was short, but Rice is there again, and another second chance basket for Alabama and for Jada Rice. 71-39 Crimson Tide. Quickly, the Bulldogs ahead. Shot from Murray from the right elbow was no good, off target. Rebound Alabama, and here comes Cobbins. And then Cobbins is fouled. Nicholson came up behind her and tripped Ryan Cobbins. Second foul on Nicholson. Under a minute to go here in the third, 56.9 to be exact. 71-39 Alabama. Throw into McQueen. Left side Barker. Rice is waiting. She sets the screen. Barker uses it. Stops, now swings. Left corner. Weathers, 3 up. That one no good. Rattled around. Rebound by Nicholson. And with 42 seconds left in the quarter, here comes Alabama A&M. Reed has some room. She drives, and she'll draw the foul as Weathers and Rice were both there. We'll see who it's on. It goes against Jada Rice. That's 4 on Rice. So you've got 2 of your post players, Cunningham and Jada Rice, who both have 4 personals. And we're not even in the fourth quarter yet. Exactly 38 seconds left in the third. First free throw from Reed is good. What a night for Reed from the stripe. Now 10 for 10. Second free throw, no good. So ends the streak. 71-40 Alabama. 34 seconds left in the quarter. Barker's got it. And here she comes against Reed. Hand off to McQueen, who sets up the offense. 7-second differential between game clock and shot clock. McQueen moving to the left side, hands it off to Barker. Now a give to Rice. She hands it right back to Barker. Nice move from Barker down low, but her shot was no good. Backside rebound, Cobbins, and she's fouled. But that was a really impressive drive from Sarah Ashley Barker. Couldn't get the payoff, but Cobbins was there to clean things up. And she will hit the line for a chance at 2. Cunningham back in for Rice with 16.5 to go. Shot clock is off. First for Cobbins, up and good. That's her second point of the night. Both have come to the free throw line. She's now 2 for 3 with 1 more to go. Second free throw up. That's also perfect. 73-40 Alabama. 14 seconds left in the quarter, and Alabama A&M wants to hurry. Smith brings it up. Now she pulls back with 9 seconds on the game clock. With 8, dribbling now in. With 6, with 5. Smith passes in the paint and threw it away. It was stolen by Weathers with 2. With 1, the ball's still loose. Smith comes up with it, fires up a 3 that I don't think would have counted, but she missed it anyway, and we head to the fourth quarter. Alabama continuing the offensive onslaught. 73 points after 3 quarters. They lead it 73-40 against Alabama A&M. Fourth quarter coming up here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Tide fans.
We have played 3 quarters in the Alabama women's basketball season opener, and the Tide leads Alabama A&M 73-40 here at Coleman Coliseum. As we take a look at the stat sheet, Alabama still shooting very efficiently, over 50% from the floor, 50% right on the money from beyond the arc. Free throws a little bit lower than I'm sure Christy Curry wants, but really it's been Brittany Davis who has delivered, as she did so many times last year, in the scoring column. 26 points for Davis. She's 6 points away from tying her career high. We've also got Jada Rice, who's playing very well. Megan Abrams has 9 points. Carly Weathers off the bench has 7. Loyal McQueen has 5. 4 for Jemiah Mingo-Young. Barber has 3. Nye has 3. We have not seen Aaliyah Nye since she fell back in the first quarter, and it looks like we probably won't tonight based on the appearance of things over by the Alabama bench. She's actually being worked on again by the athletic training staff. For Alabama A&M, they're shooting under 25%, and Shanice Reed leads the way. She's drawn 8 fouls tonight. She's 10 of 11 from the free throw line, and she's got 15 points. Mingo-Young, Cobbins, Abrams, Cunningham, Barber, the 5 on the floor for Alabama as we start quarter number 4, the Tide leading at 73-40. Alabama A&M with possession. It's Mitchell over to Simmons on the right wing. Give up top, McCallop, closely watched by Cobbins. Now moving to her left, dribbling with that left hand, looking around, looking down low. Nothing was there. Give back up top to Simmons. Simmons against Barber. Simmons will drive, stop, 6 on the shot clock. Simmons shot no good. Rebound by Hannah Barber, and here she comes. Hannah Barber up ahead. Right side, Mingo Young. She was open, decided not to shoot. Now she'll drive. A little pull-up jumper. No good. It was short, but Cunningham was there. And she gets fouled on the putback. Gianna Cunningham will head to the line for her first free throw attempts as a member of the Crimson Tide. She got 2 points tonight. Nicholson back in for Alabama A&M. Out goes Jayla Cody. First free throw for Cunningham, up and good. More people starting to file in with men's basketball coming up next. 7:30 scheduled tip-off. Alabama men against Longwood. Second free throw for Cunningham, also perfect. 75-40 your score. 9:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. McCallop brings it up. Give to Mitchell at the top of the arc. Now looking down low, it's Nicholson going against Cobbins. Nicholson lost it, then put up a shot, but Cunningham was there with the rebound. Give to Barber, and now Hannah Barber controls the offense. Barber left side, give to Abrams. Abrams using a Cunningham screen. Really being guarded closely by McCallop. Now Abrams will drive, little Euro step floater, and it's good. It looked like McCallop was all over Abrams, but Abrams still got a shot off and knocked it down. 77-40 Alabama. Bulldogs ahead. This is Smith on the left wing against Abrams. She'll drive, quick pull up. That floater rattles around and drops. Smith having a nice night. That's 7 points for her. 77-42 Alabama. 8:35 left in the fourth. Barber moving on the right. Now she'll drive. Stopped. Out to Abrams. Now Abrams swings. Cobbins left corner. Nothing was there. Give back out on the left wing to Mingo Young, and she resets the offense. To Barber now on the right side with 10 on the shot clock. Barber looking, 8 on the shot clock. Give to Cunningham. She takes a little shot fake, and with 4 on the shot clock, hands it off to Abrams. Abrams with 2, has to pull up from the free throw line. Jumper no good. Rebound is taken by Nicholson for Alabama A&M. And here come the Bulldogs. Ahead, this is Simmons against Barber. Simmons stops. Throw out on the left elbow to Mitchell, who swings to Smith on the right side. 7:51 remaining in the game. Alabama firmly in control, but you don't want to get sloppy here in the fourth quarter. Smith continues to dribble. McCallop, imagine McCallop driving in, stop at the free throw line, looking, nothing there. 1 on the shot clock, give to Simmons. Her jumper is no good. Rebound by Cobbins for Alabama. I think it snuck up on everybody as Cobbins brings it ahead. Give to Barber on the right side. She'll step back off the screen from Cunningham and knock down a 3. Barber wants those, and she finally took one and knocked it down, her second 3 of the night. And Alabama A&M will call timeout. The Tide firmly in command. Alabama leads it 80-42 over Alabama A&M with 7:16 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside as the Tide looks to go to 1-0 to start this season here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Folks, Listen to Hey Coach and the Nick Saban Show from Baumhauer's Victory Grill on Thursdays from 6:30 to 8 p.m. on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. Hey Coach and the Nick Saban Show are presented by Alpha Insurance, and I hope everybody listening is enjoying what has been a very impressive offensive output for the Alabama Crimson Tide, as Alabama leads at 80-42 in the season opener against Alabama A&M. So glad you're here. Ray Robertson in for Roger Hoover. Roger doing the TV side of this game and also doing TV for the men's basketball game coming up. Chris Stewart, Brian Passing, Tom Stipe, the whole gang, they're doing men's basketball pregame right now ahead of the season opener for the men as Alabama takes on Longwood at 7:30 Central Time. Here, the women have been very impressive. I've been just really excited about what I've seen, not just from Brittany Davis, who's got 26 points, or Megan Abrams, but you've got the newcomers, the transfers, who are really making a difference. Loyal McQueen off the bench has been really strong tonight. Alabama A&M starts out of the break with the basketball, and the give goes to Tony Grace, who dribbles around the top of the arc, guarded closely by McQueen. Now moving on the right, still nothing there. This Alabama defense has been really strong too, minus some of the foul issues. Reed's got it now on the right wing. Reed slices through the defense, drives in. Shot was no good. Long rebound out to Mingo Young, and she brings it up. Thought about going in transition and then tried to drive and lost the basketball. Stolen by Tony Grace. Grace decided not to drive against the Alabama defenders. Now she goes in after pulling back and misses her floater. Rebound Mingo Young, 6:40 remaining here in the game. Alabama leads at 80-42. Mingo Young with the screen from Cunningham will drive, kick, Weathers, wide open, left corner, three up, three good. How about that debut for Carly Weathers? 10 points tonight, and it's 83-42 Alabama. 6:20 remaining, and Weathers almost forced another turnover. Grace threw it to Bergen, and Weathers got a hand on it. Last touch by the Tide. And Bergen throws into Grace. Grace moving left. McQueen is there, as she has been all night long. Now a give to Elam. Elam swinging. Reed. Reed has been most of the offense for the Bulldogs. Going up against Barker. Give off on the right side. This is Grace. Grace lost the basketball, and she rolls it away. The shot clock was going anyways. Alabama A&M just cannot find any room against this Crimson Tide defense. Subs in for the Bulldogs. McCallum has returned. Out goes Grace. Mitchell has just checked out. Back in comes free as McQueen brings it up and hands it off to Barker. Alabama leading it 83-42. Barker's got it, give to Cunningham at the free throw line. Hand off to Mingo Young all the way, and she's fouled. Jemiah Mingo Young slicing and dicing, as we saw her do so many times a year ago. And the Mississippi State transfer will head to the line for two with 5:45 left. The Tide well on their way to moving to 1-0 on the season. First free throw for Mingo Young. Rattles around and drops in. Jemiah Mingo Young just under 69% from the line last year. 1 for 1 and make it 2 for 2. 85-42 your score. 5:45 left. Here come the Bulldogs. It's McCallum trying to give it to Reed, but Mingo Young forced Reed to drive, and then she drove right into Barker, who's called for the blocking foul. I thought it was a good read by Barker. Perhaps still moving just a bit. Yeah, still sliding. 4 fouls on Barker. Alabama A&M throws it in from under the basket with 5:38 left. And another deflection back out of bounds by an Alabama defender. This time it's Barker off of McCallum, who's trying to throw it into someone. And now Taylor Smith checks in for McCallum, and she will throw it in against Barker. Smith looking, getting close, now throws it in quickly. Cody's shot is blocked. Cunningham was there. Cody got her miss, puts it up again, got her miss again, rebound loose, taken by Sarah Ashley Barker. What a block from Cunningham. Here comes Barker. She's got an alley all the way to the rack. Sarah Ashley Barker slicing and dicing. 87-42 Alabama, 5:15 left in the game. Smith to Cody. Now left side, Bergen. Weathers is there. She's played well tonight. Bergen driving against Weathers. Kick out Reed, top of the arc, shot fake, drive, using a screen from Cody. Nothing there, 11 on the shot clock. Reed, right side now, give to Elam, who tried to swing to Smith, but Mingo Young knocked it out of bounds. Checking back in for Alabama, Ryan Cobbins for Mingo Young. Elam heading out for Alabama A&M with Chanel Mitchell returning to action. So for Alabama, it's Weathers, McQueen, Kyla Wade Warren who just checked back in, Cobbins and Barker. Bergen throws it in and it's stolen by Barker. Sarah Ashley Barker all the way, layup good, and one. What a fourth quarter for Sarah Ashley Barker. And she'll head to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Second personal foul, team foul, number 3. For Alabama, Sarah Ashley Barker will shoot one.
Now 6 points for Barker. 0 for 2 from the free throw line, so she'd love to complete the process for a myriad of reasons. Free throw too strong. Rebound taken by Mitchell. It's 89-42 Alabama. 4:46 left in the game. Smith on the run. Long pass to Reed, right side. Her three is up and short. Rebound Reed, who followed her shot. Put back up, off the glass and good. 89-44 Alabama. 4.5 remaining in the game. McQueen against Reed. McQueen all the way to Wade Warren, and her shot was knocked out of bounds, but she's fouled. Kyla Wade Warren will head to the line. Great job by McQueen drawing the defense. Wade Warren was open. And then the foul on Reed, her third. Kyla Wade Warren last year averaged just under 5 points a game. First free throw up and good. 90 for the Tide, 90-44 your score. Second free throw, perfect. Wade Warren looking sharp on the form. 91-44. Into Taylor Smith, picked up by McQueen. Tide still not stopping with this stifling defense, even with a wide margin. Smith against McQueen, now dribbling around the top of the arc, trying to drive on the right side, shot up. Wade Warren swatted at it, not sure if she actually made contact, but the shot was no good, rebounded by Wade Warren. And here comes McQueen with 4 minutes left. 91-44, Alabama firmly in command. McQueen uses a screen from Wade Warren, drives, kick out, Barker's open, three up, no, just off the front iron. Rebound tipped and taken by Smith for Alabama A&M. Smith up ahead to Bergen. She'll stop, jump shot no good, but Bergen gets her own miss. Now up to Smith at the top of the arc with 3:35 left in the game. 91-44 Alabama. Smith on the right side, up top to Reed. Reed dribbling around, now she'll drive. Tried to give it off into the lane, but it was tipped out to Smith deep in the right corner, and then she pulls up from three as the shot clock was winding down. Her shot was no good, but Mitchell's there, and she's fouled on the putback. So Mitchell will head to the line for two. With 3:17 left here in the fourth, 91-44 Alabama. And that is probably the fifth or sixth time at least we have seen Alabama A&M have to put up a shot with one or so on the shot clock. Mitchell is 1 for 2 from the stripe tonight. First one, no good. One more free throw upcoming. Remember, the Regions postgame show coming up after the game as Mitchell misses the second. Rebound long out to Cobbins for Alabama, who gets it ahead to McQueen. McQueen thought about driving. She had it poked away from behind by Mitchell, who takes it away and throws it to Smith. Alabama A&M wants to run. Smith against Barker. She said, nope, not today, and backs out. Now looking for a screen from Cody against Barker. Smith, a lot of dribbling here. Moving on the right side, this is Bergen she hands it off to. Now Bergen will drive against Barker. Bergen's shot no good. Rebound right back to Bergen. She puts it up and she's fouled with 2:48 left. 91-44 Alabama. 2 free throws for Darian Bergen upcoming. Yes, the Regions post-game show coming up after the game. We'll have a conversation with Christy Curry, final stats, and more. And make sure you get your Alabama Visa check card from Regions. Visit regions.com/GoBama to order yours today. Bergen's first free throw, perfect. Now 4 of 5 tonight. Darian Bergen has one more. That one no good. Rebound is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Cody for Alabama A&M. So with 2:46 left, Alabama leads it 91-45. And here comes Loyal McQueen. Weathers is there. She uses the screen, does McQueen. Kick out Barker, right side 3 up. That one is short, but McQueen is there with the board. She'll kick out Weathers, left side 3 up. That one's good. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Carly Weathers. What a night. 13 points for the freshman, the only one on the roster. 94-45 your score, and Alabama A&M will call timeout. We said it in the intro. There is only one player on this Alabama roster currently not listed as an upperclassman. That player is Carly Weathers, who's got 13 points tonight. That's the second most for Alabama. 2:22 left in the ballgame, and Alabama A&M calling timeout. That's their final one. It has been an impressive offensive showing for the Crimson Tide, and something they've done a lot in this series. Overall, Alabama leads it against Alabama A&M 12-0. This is their first meeting since 2017, but the average score for the Crimson Tide in the 5 matchups between these squads with Christy Curry as head coach is 83.6 points per game, so already over that number. They've been in the 90s the last couple times. And more of the same here tonight as Alabama starts off the 2022-23 season in style. Out of the huddle, it'll be Bergen who throws it in. 2:22 left, 94-45, Crimson Tide. Into Smith, who sets it up. Moving to her right, stopping. Looking down low, it's Cody against Wade Warren. Cody kicking out, Bergen left side, shot fake, she'll drive. Puts it up, but Wade Warren blocked it. Bergen, though, didn't quit on it and gets the layup to go. 94-47 Alabama with right at 2 minutes remaining. Now Alabama A&M pressing. Cobbins has it. Cobbins ahead to Weathers. Weathers has room, but throws it cross-court to Barker, who was driving. Now Barker puts up a shot, no good, but Weathers is there for the board. And then she lost it. Then she found it again and tossed it out to McQueen. McQueen to Cobbins, who drives. 14 on the shot clock. Cobbins to a cutting Wade Warren, who turns around and puts it down. Nicely done on the post move from Kyla Wade Warren. 96-47 Alabama, 90 seconds remaining. Cody's got it. Looking right side, this is Grace. Tony Grace moving right. Give up top, Bergen. 1:16 remaining. Looking down low, Mitchell. Mitchell turnaround off the glass. Bank is open tonight. 96-49 Alabama, 1:08 remaining here in the fourth. McQueen up ahead, this time starting on the right. Then moving left, give to Weathers on the left wing. Looking down low. Up top, Wade Warren, under a minute to go. Wade Warren moving to her right, give to Barker. Barker will drive, create some space, shot off the glass, no good, but Wade Warren's there. Give to Weathers down low, and she's fouled. Shot didn't go, but Weathers will head to the free throw line with 47.7 remaining. As a remarkable debut for the freshman, looks to get better. Nicholson back in for Alabama A&M. Out goes Cody. Foul was on Mitchell. That's her third. Weathers' first free throw attempt up and good. She's 2 for 2 already. Make it 3 for 3. the second shot. That one perfect as well. Carly Weathers with 15 points. 98-49 Alabama. Under 45 seconds to play. Bergen brings it up. Picked up by Weathers. Bergen moving to her left. Now Cobbins stands in front. Give to Grace deep in the left corner. Now Grace will drive all the way to the basket, and she's fouled. That'll be on Barker, and that'll be Barker's fifth. Sarah Ashley Barker playing hard defensively. Fouls out of the ball game, and Abrams will check in for Barker, who heads to the bench and gets a high five from head coach Christy Curry. A 0.4 second differential between the game clock and the shot clock as Grace stands at the line where she will attempt her first free throw of the evening. First one up, no good. One more for Grace. That one also rattles around, no good. Knocked out of bounds, last touched by Alabama. It was initially going to the Tide, but then switched by the official back to Alabama A&M with 29.1 remaining. Remember, coming up after the game, the Regions postgame show. We'll chat with Christy Curry after a decisive victory to start the season. Smith will throw it in. Out to Bergen. Now a 8-second differential in the shot clock and game clock after the reset. Bergen drives, gives to Smith. Dribbling around the free throw line. She'll drive, she'll stop, she'll pull up. Turnaround jumper good. Shot clock goes off as Alabama's lead goes to 98-51. And the crowd behind us wants the Tide to get to 100. McQueen will bring it across the timeline, and most likely that'll be where it ends. McQueen dribbles around, and the buzzer will sound on a successful night one for Alabama women's basketball here in the 2022-23 campaign. A decisive 98-51 victory over Alabama A&M to start the season, with Brittany Davis shining as always, Weathers having a phenomenal game, Abrams playing well, and so many really quality athletes getting action on the court. We'll step aside and head to the Regions Bank post-game show after Alabama opens the season 1-0 with a 98-51 win over Alabama A&M. When we come back, Christy Curry will be here and we'll chat with her after the victory. That's next here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. To Davis. Davis closely watched by Bergen. Still dribbling around just inside three-point line. Give right side to Parker. Now Parker will drive. Getting physical. Gives it off to Rice. Rice turnaround. Hook shot. Good. And she's fouled. Back to McQueen. Kick. Left side. Davis. Open. Three again. Brittany Davis is heating up. Bergen throws it in, and it's stolen by Barker. Sarah Ashley Barker all the way. Layup good. And one. What a fourth quarter for Sarah Ashley Barker. And she'll head to the free throw line with the old-fashioned three-point play.
How are you? Good to see you.
You're live.
Oh my gosh, they're close.
And all of that helped Alabama beat Alabama A&M 98-51 in the season opener. This is the Regions Postgame Show. Get your University of Alabama Regions Visa debit card. Visit Regions.com/GoBama to order yours today. And we start off the postgame show with our interview with the head coach, Christy Curry, presented by Cook's Pest Control. And Coach, congratulations on the victory. Happy basketball season. Let's start off with Brittany Davis, just doing Brittany Davis things. Another phenomenal night for her to get her season going.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I thought we got her some great looks, but I thought she moved really well without the basketball and just counter with what the defense was giving her. It makes it look good when she's making shots like that, but I see it every day. Just a lot of fun tonight. We're just happy to play. I want everybody in this building, though, to continue to come back and support us. I mean, I thought it was great the second half to have a great crowd like we did.
And Coach, when you've got a roster where all but one are upperclassmen, sometimes it's the underclassmen who really shines, and it was Carly Weathers who had a phenomenal night. What did you see from her in her first career game?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a little unusual for a freshman to look that comfortable. But she just continues every day to get better. You know, I thought at times, too, I mean, was exactly where she was supposed to be on the defensive end and the 4 steals. But, you know, she just can make a shot. You got to guard her, and I think that's a really important, you know, when we're missing shots. I mean, we've got her coming in, and I think Aaliyah Nye, you know, getting hurt. I mean, both of those kids can really shoot it off the bench, and so they're going to really give us a dimension, I think, with the depth. But Carly just does all the little things and lets the game come to her, and I love watching her play.
And Coach, you talked about the defensive side. There were a bunch of times tonight where Alabama A&M was close to shot clock violations, had shot clock violations. How impressed were you by that side of the ball?
Well, you know, we got to continue to guard the ball better. You know, I thought we had a lot of drive-bys, but I think, again, it was first game jitters. You know, we've got to be in a more disciplined stance and continue to get better defensively, but it's something we've really challenged our team with, Gray. We've got to defend and rebound better than a year ago, and I think with the depth and the style of play and really being active defensively, we can be a better basketball team.
Coach, it's a quick turnaround before you go to New Orleans to take on Tulane. What will be the focus ahead of that matchup?
Well, I mean, we know obviously we had 2 great games with them a year ago. We know that Fogelman's a really hard place to play. But we've got to go in there and defend and make shots. You know, when you can defend and rebound on the road, you give yourself a chance. You know, there are a lot of little things we have to continue to clean up, but you know, when you look at our schedule, I mean, we got 6 out of 9 to start the season. That's going to prepare us, but we've also got to take advantage of making sure that we go in and we're disciplined in our approach and our preparation.
Coach, congratulations on the win again. Good luck the rest of the weekend and the season.
Thanks, Gray. We're excited.
It's Alabama head coach Christy Curry after the Tide wins it 98-51 over Alabama A&M. And as we continue along with the Regions post-game show, let's go over some final game stats presented by Assurance Financial. In less time than halftime, you could apply for a mortgage at AssuranceMortgage.com. Overall, Alabama from the floor shoots just over 53%. Alabama A&M shot 25% from the floor. The Tide right at 52% from beyond the arc. Alabama A&M under 20% from the floor from beyond the arc. The Tide just under 70% from the free throw line. Alabama A&M really started missing as the game went on, 63% from the free throw line. Alabama with 48 rebounds, 11 offensive. Alabama A&M 40 boards, 18 offensive, 14 turnovers for the Bulldogs, 12 for the Tide. Individually for Alabama, Brittany Davis had 26 and 5 boards. Carly Weathers, 15 points tonight on 4 of 5 shooting and the 4 steals that Coach Curry just mentioned. Megan Abrams with 11 points. Jada Rice with 9. Sarah Ashley Barker had 6. Jemiah Mingo Young had 6 and 10 rebounds. Hannah Barber had 6 points as well. 4 points for Gianna Cunningham and Kyla Wade Warren. 3 points for Aaliyah Nye, Ryan Cobbins, and that rounds out the scoring for the Crimson Tide. For Alabama A&M, Shanice Reed was absolutely the bright spot offensively. 17 points. Darian Bergen had 10. Taylor Smith had 9. Chanel Mitchell had 7. Tony Grace had 6, and 1 each for Amaya Simpson and Jayla Cody. And now let's take a look at the Alabama Power scoreboard update presented by Alabama Power. The latest scores from the SEC and around the nation are presented by Alabama Power, proud to support the Crimson Tide.